Well, I've been saying this pretty much all year, that whenever the games get bigger and the stakes get higher as the season goes along, our three seniors play even better than they normally play, and they play great most of the time. Today was just a magnificent performance by the three of them. It was really something to see. Just the way they feed off each other, the way they instill confidence in their teammates. They've grown up so much since 4 years ago when they were freshmen. And yes, it was a perfect way to end this part of their career. It was really perfect.
Okay, we're going to have questions for the student athletes first. Pat, we'll start with you.
Can you both just talk about that, the three of you stepping up today on this kind of a stage, your last game at Campbell Pavilion? Did that go through your mind at all while you were playing today? And what does it mean to you to go out like this?
It means a lot. Obviously, senior night for us was a struggle a little bit. So we wanted to come out and, for our last home game again, we'll really come out and try to give a good show for the fans. And everything was just clicking from start to finish. So.
I definitely agree. I think that it was nice to have senior day out of the way because we got all the emotions out of the way. And that was a struggle game, so I'm glad it wasn't today. But, we wanted to come out and just have fun and make sure that we finished or had our last game at Gamble, and it was a great one.
Down here.
Clearly, you guys played a tough first half. I guess it was senior day, a lot of emotion. But through it all, what makes you guys so different? This team, just keep it going, stay calm.
Well, I think the fact that, we work harder than any other team in the country. And, no matter the subs that come in, it's still consistent. And we make sure that we play the game at our tempo. And the first half was a little rushed for us, but we wanted to make sure we came on the second half and really controlled the game.
Okay, Roger, and then over there.
So, how much of is it when Moriah plays at that level that she played at today, making the threes, pushing the ball, just giving you guys that energy?
It was unbelievable. I think, to see her having impact all over the court, she was knocking down threes, getting up and them defensively, passing the ball to people that were open. When she plays like that, it makes it a lot of fun. She's always finding the open person, and, we feed off of her energy.
Rich.
Moriah, it was 20-17. What changed for you guys from that night?
Our defense stepped up a little more. We were giving them too many open threes in the beginning, and then some of the shots that weren't going in for us started knocking in. So we got a couple stop score possessions, and then after that, it just kept going up.
Pat?
Breanna, kind of similar. It was 20-14, and they had a possession in which you blocked 3 shots from one possession. What did that do for you and for the team in terms of energy? And what does it want to do when you're blocking shots?
Well, I think that play, to be able to block 3 shots was huge just because, it was a huge momentum shift for our team. Everyone was excited. The fans got involved, but also, they had a shot clock violation, so that was a little defeating for them. And, I was just trying to do anything to disrupt them defensively and block the shots is something that, I enjoy doing, and it worked.
Okay, the third row over there.
Nice to boost this time. Breanna, you never seem to take a playoff. How important is it for you as a leader of the team to set that example of going hard for everybody?
It's huge, and I think that, it's something that I've definitely had to learn how to do since my freshman year to now, and, just realizing that, as an upperclassman, as a senior, you're leading this team, and, your underclassmen are going to do what you do. So if I'm going hard every single play, there's no excuse for them not to.
Go ahead, Rich.
For both of you guys have such high expectations for yourselves every single game. What does it mean for you guys to play this well tonight in this spot?
To come out and play this well, and I think, for all three of us to have a huge impact on the game is, you couldn't write it any better for our last home game here. And it gives us great momentum going into next weekend. We'll remember today for tonight, and then starting tomorrow, we'll be ready for Mississippi State.
Okay, that one in front of you.
Right, it seems like you're a person that picks it up at different times and levels of the game. You have a mental clock in your head that says, I have to pick it up right now to push us ahead.
I really just try to do whatever I can to help my team get a lead. We really got to start off with our defense, so really try to be aggressive and be annoying to people, getting up and try to get some steals, and after that, then the offense kind of comes along with that.
Anything else for the student athletes? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we're going to take questions for the head coach. Coach Jeff?
You were thinking about one thing out of the middle of the fourth quarter. Think about taking them out individually, one at a time, or a lot of them come together.
One of the crazy things about these intermediate timeouts now is, you don't know exactly how you're going to substitute at the end of the games. You don't want to, you don't want to time out necessarily. And then you don't know if there's going to be another dead ball. So I didn't want to waste any more time. The other coaches were just pretty adamant about just get them out. Let's just get them out. And I thought it was the best way to just move on, just get all three of them out at the same time. Let them, they've done so much together. But that was the right thing to do.
Okay, we'll take Mike and then Rich.
I don't know the exact play, but the most emotion I saw in you tonight was Stewart just threw herself on the floor, I think, after a loose ball.
Yeah.
The best player in the country.
Right.
That's the first pick. And
Right.
what did that do for you?
We were up 29 at the time, I think. And it's, as Stewie said, it's something that you learn. You don't come here with that. And it's something that you learn. And when she was a freshman, she wouldn't do that. But she saw Bria do it a bunch of times. Where she saw Stephanie Dolson do it, or Kelly Farris do it. So when you get to be at that age, when you get to be a senior, everything is magnified. All the pressure's on you to do all those kinds of things. We've always prided ourselves in that. That doesn't matter what the score is. There's a play to be made. You have to make it. And Stewie had practiced. It's not like she was today. Like if Stewie came to practice every day and was like she was today, we'd be really good.
Rich.
You've seen a lot of impressive things from the three seniors. Do they still impress you by the things they do at the
Yeah. Yeah. And I kind of had a sense that the game was going to start a little bit funny because they are emotional, and they're in a hurry. They're in a hurry to get up a bunch. And once we got that squared away, you knew once they settled in that what was going to happen. And now, Duquesne is not the kind of team that's just going to let you get whatever you want. I mean, they did a pretty good job of making us have to do certain things. They made Stewart work. But one of the things I've said, and this goes to all those people out there that are talking about, what league we're in and who do we play and blah, 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 blah. If we played 20 top 10 teams in the span of 3 months, these guys would all play 35 minutes, 36 minutes, and they would do exactly what they did tonight. Because that's who they are. So it's got nothing to do with, coaching or, tactics that we're using or anything. These guys grew up over the last couple of years, and this is what they do. And I remember telling you guys, before we go to South Carolina, what are you guys going to learn? I'm going to learn that my 3 guys are really, really, really good, and they're going to play great. And then everybody else, cross my fingers. So now it's NCAA tournament time. What do you learn? Our 3 guys are really, really, really good. The other guys, cross your fingers.
You've done this so many times, but yet I assume, as a coach, you and your team, every year comes together.
Yeah.
Even if you won 10 years in a row, every team kind of finds that one moment where they click and say, we got it.
Yeah.
When did you sense this team got it? Or, I assume you have it.
Before I forget to say it, like when Stewie walked off the court, I don't mean when she walked off the court coming out of the game. When she left the court, and I was looking at her back, and she was walking away, and she was acknowledging the fans, and I was watching her walk away. I really kind of had to catch myself because it really was symbolic. There she goes. And she left these people speechless with a lot of the plays that she made today. So, having said that, I don't know if it was luck. I don't know if it was just we were just whatever we were. But the first game of the year at Ohio State, when we did what we did, I thought, man, if we can manage to do half this good for the rest of the season, we've got something special. And then, like last year, it was at the Notre Dame game. We were down 10, and then, we got scored on by 28 the rest of the way, and we won by 18. This year, I think the Ohio State game made me really say, wow, I didn't know that we had that in us. And that's why I think the better the competition, the better team and the better players that we play against, these guys rise to the occasion. And that doesn't mean that this weekend they're going to do it. But if the past is any indication, they've done it every time we've needed them. And,
Do you have that moment every year where you kind of click?
yeah, there is. Remember 1995, the national championship season was at NC State. And we needed it to click because I was playing at Pinehurst the next day, and I wasn't going there pissing pants kind of move. But that game really, I said, wow, these guys are really good. Yeah. Go ahead, Mom.
Coach, talk about having new KD. Trade him in the second half.
They, kids today, they all want what nobody else has, and they want the latest stuff. And you know, the people at Nike are always pushing the envelope a little bit. And you know, and KD's been great to our guys, and especially Stewart. You know, I think she reminds him of him. You know, in the women's game, the stuff that she does. So for them to, you know, have a KD signature shoe with all that stuff on it and all the stuff that they like. I mean, when I saw them, I said, you know, don't be the kind of team that goes out there and everybody goes, yeah, you know the best thing about this team? Their shoes. Let's make sure that, you know. But they're kids. They're kids. They're like everybody else when it comes to that stuff.
Anything else for Coach? Right here.
Joey's after explanation. I'm curious how big some of those offensive rebounds were, kind of in the first and second quarter when they were playing for you, kind of struggling to score, and then those offensive rebounds kind of gave you that goal. Oh.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times, we're not really a really good offensive rebounding team because we shoot 52% from the floor. So we shoot and we run back on defense because they're just convinced it's going in. And I'm always saying it's not going to be like that all the time. It's not going to be, and we just keep making shots. And then you get a night like tonight in the first half, like you said, where they kind of get, oh yeah, this is what Coach is talking about. And when Stewie goes for an offensive rebound, it's not like anybody else going for an offensive rebound. I mean, she had a couple follow-ups today that were just, I mean, I even said, I said, man, there's nobody doing this kind of stuff. There's nobody doing this kind of stuff. She's pretty amazing.
It's time for one more if anyone wants. Go ahead.
Coach, you had the 7% working in the first half, and you changed the second half. Was it something that you guys talked about at halftime to make adjustments, or you just let the game?
You know, Lou really struggled tonight. You know, she struggled at both ends of the floor. Maybe, you know, the excitement of the NCAA tournament, you know, going to the regionals or all the hype, whatever, I don't know. But she was out of sorts, and I could tell. So we just tried to give a lot of their kids just a different look. And sometime during the middle of the second quarter, we changed up. You know, we started trapping a little more, and then got them sped up a little bit. And then in the second half, we didn't do anything differently defensively, but because we scored so often, it put so much pressure on them to have to try to score and not hold the ball as much as they would like to, I think. But Lou struggled. But that's what happens in basketball. You know, this isn't golf or tennis where you look around and you go, it's all me. You have a bad day, you lose. You know, you have teammates and they pick you up. And that's what happened today. And that was both offensively and defensively. When Gabby Williams comes in the game and she guards you, you're guarded. And that was a big deal today.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.